Hi! Yes, it is the Full Force News Burst live because things have happened and therefore I feel like I need to jump on and do a quick live at 5 p.m. like anyone's going to be watching this right now as they come back from work. Yes, Christopher McLeod, AKA Diagnostic 80 for the Full Force podcast, for the Full Force News Burst live. If you're checking us out, if you're watching, throw us a comment. You might be going, why have you gone live, Chris? Well, kind of a bit of a big development has happened in the last few minutes. Hello, Cody. Hello, Daniel. Jump on, join me for a little bit of chat as to what has just happened. Hi, Paul. Yes, I also thought the same. So an email has gone out from Bbts, Big Bad Toy Store, with a rather, hi Jason, with a rather revealing, shall we say, image on it. I just shared it on the socials everywhere, and I thought, you know what, kind of have to go live with this one, just to chat it out quickly with you guys. And let's just have a look at the image that was shared. I don't know why I'm taking so long to get to that. So this is what basically came through. And as you can see, it features the Viper 3-pack, which we've seen. I mean, we've seen all three of these. We've seen all three of these technically as digital renders. So it's not like super crazy, oh my God, but it's slightly different aspects. And a couple of things we can see here are obviously a few accessories we can see coming with these figures. And we're seeing the figures in a slightly different light, literally. But like, hello, Christopher. Hello, I am Micah as well. And hello, Christoph. Thanks for jumping on in the comments. For those just joining, I've just gone live just to basically talk through this rather interesting random reveal by Big Bad Toy Store, who thought it was wise to drop not only the information that pre-orders are good. Hi, Kevin. See Kevin Porter. Not only are these particular figures going up for pre-order tomorrow, which is, you could kind of expect that a little bit when you look at the last live stream and what they revealed. You kind of had to I suppose, to some degree expect the pre-orders to go live as well. And that will be, according to BBTS's email that went out not too long ago to every BBTS person that's that is subscribed to that, myself included. What was I talking about? I was completely lost track of what I was talking about. But obviously, like Stalker, Zaymot and Tomax, and this Viper 3-pack, clearly going up for pre-order, but then they've dropped these images as well, which are really cool. So let's have a look. I say images, it's one image, but they look really good. So we can see there Stalker rocking that kind of the scarf kind of thing. Pretty dope. I think he looks fantastic. And it looks like, from what I can tell, he's got that classic rifle with the old kind of the butt on it, which is kind of almost like a scaffold, almost like a handle almost on that folds out. The one that Duke also comes with. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. As I get really close to the screen. Thanks for joining in, guys. Those of you that have just kind of jumped on. Daniel says Stalker looks great. He certainly does. Let's start with Stalker then, obviously. He's got the kind of scarf thing going on, which I think looks really good in that. He kind of looks like, I don't know, there's just something really dope about his look there. Like proper special forces in the desert kind of vibes going on. I really like what they've done with Stalker. Really, really enjoying it. I know he's a ranger, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? He just looks really, really cool with what he's rocking. So that's Stalker, and we can't see loads more. I'm trying to get a good gauge. Obviously, he's got his beret on, which I think Lenny said the thing was removable, which I believe it is. The scarf is on there, which again I think you can take off. Excuse me. And his rifle. I can't really tell if there's much else going on there because the Vipers are in the way too. So move on then to the Viper 3-pack. Ryan likes they are amazing. They are. They look great, don't they? James says, glad Crimson Twins look more like Tomax and Zaymot than Tom Cruise. Probably the same thing there, aren't they? I don't know. I'm getting buzzed as we're talking here. What's going on? It's probably getting blown up by lots of probably getting lots of messages. Sorry, what Kate's asking if we need some cheese, and yes, honey, we do. So I like to keep it transparent on this channel, you know. Hang on, I'll be right with you guys. Just bear with. Come on, 5 minutes. Yeah. So really, really cool. Loving it. The Viper. Let's talk about the Vipers. I'm coming off the Crimson Twins quickly. We'll come back to them. Let's do the Vipers. Now, obviously, we know what they were going to look like. They're very similar to the Cobra Island ones, the other side, but obviously there is a deco difference there. So they're definitely going to be picking this pack up. But it looks like we've got some different weapons going on here. It looks like that kind of sniperish rifle that the Viper officer holding looks like a sniper rifle, doesn't it? Yeah, got the scope on it and everything. It looks like a variation going on with the other two. Why is someone like absolutely gunning it past my house? Yeah, really cool. So those look like look like we're going to be getting those kind of rifle variations. Pretty neat. Something else I just want to look at here. Yeah, I'm just double checking what it says on the actual information on the BBTS post. It says, and I quote, coming soon, February 24th at 1 p.m. EST, that's 10 a.m. PST, so 1 p.m. Eastern, so quite a time after the actual event's finished, I imagine, unless it goes on for like 2 hours, which I doubt it will. You've got G.I. Joe Classified Series, Cobra Viper Troop Builder Pack, Tomax, Zaymot, and Sergeant Stalker. G.I. Joe is a highly skilled, on-demand, special operations force of men and women from around the globe. These extraordinary, talented heroes are selected for their elite abilities and tasked with defending the world from Cobra, a ruthless criminal organization bent on total domination. So yeah, that's what the email basically said. So quite a lot of information there on these particular figures that are getting pre-orders tomorrow. So this is kind of like, it's clearly a bit of an early error from BBTS to put this out, I think. I don't know why they would think they could put that out with obviously, like imaging kind of that. Again, we have seen these figures, we've seen them as digital mock-ups. So it's not like, I suppose maybe Hasbro said, well, yeah, you can tell people they're going to go up tomorrow. Maybe that isn't the biggest news tomorrow. Who knows? But it does feel like it could be a bit of an error on BBTS's part. Anywho, the Vipers look really cool. I love the Viper officer. It looks like, I love how he's got his his hand on the pistol, and he's there's a lot of nice Dio stuff I imagine to come with these. And again, sorry about me getting really close to the computer and probably yelling at you. But Tomax and Zaymot, I'm just trying to get good. Why don't I look on my phone? That probably makes more sense, doesn't it? I'll look at the image on my phone, and therefore I won't have to kind of make you guys like have to look up my nostrils or something along those lines. So yes, Tomax and Zaymot look really good. Look really good. I can't say good. It looks like to me they're rocking some sort of like, kind of like very similar to their original blaster, kind of laser kind of pistol things, like the long pistols. It looks like it could, like as I zoom in on it, no, it looks like they're classic pistols that they're rocking there, which is dope. I love that the magazine comes out of the Vipers. The magazine comes out of the Vipers kind of stock there, so you can actually like replace the magazine, and obviously have some cool images of that going on. There's still like some interesting stuff to gauge from this, and obviously I love the fact we're getting kind of Stalker's proper old school rifle there, which is pretty dope. Sorry, I'm again multitasking because I'm just jumping on just to quickly cover this. I'm not going to stay on for ages. It's not going to be like a 3-hour kind of thing. I just wanted to chat with you guys about it. Right, so that's what I can gauge from the images in the 3 seconds that I've seen them. What's Christopher Moody saying? He says Stalker's face doesn't look like he looked on the original reveal. He looks like an old man. Could just be the lighting there. Obviously, I think we're going to see this figure in way more detail, obviously. So I would say that maybe don't make a massive judgment on what this image kind of looks like for now. So I would say like maybe, we're probably going to see a lot more, a lot more closer. Well, we're going to see a lot more tomorrow, aren't we? What's Louise saying? Louise is saying, I wish they would do a Viper in the color scheme of the Trouble Bubble Viper from the 90s, since that was my very first Cobra toy. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. There's been a few Viper deco variations. One of my favorite deco variations is the Sonic Vipers one. I think that would be so sick. Bit similar to this one, to the Cobra Viper Officer, the Viper Officer, but still I think would be pretty cool to see. That kind of orangey, kind of bronzy color would be neat, wouldn't it? A lot of you guys have seen this, have had this. A lot of you guys have had the email come through. Lusty's on fire says, sitting on the ATL airport waiting on my flight back to Hartford, and you popped up. What can I say? It's how I do, right? Christoph Black says, there hasn't been a bad figure yet in the classified series. And also, sorry, Lusties, just want to say, wherever you're going, have a safe journey, my man. Enjoy. Christoph Black says, there hasn't been a bad figure yet in the classified series. Correct. I don't think so. I've loved every figure so far, honestly. I think they've all been great. What we got going on here? These all look brilliant, says Retro Boy 1. I kind of 357. Are you ladies man? No, I'm not going to do that one again. I do. I think they look great. I think they look fantastic. Joe Barrett's watching. I'd say I'm watching as well, but I'm actually doing it. Sorry, I'm having to multitask, and I'm not very good at multitasking. There are a lot of Chris's in here. There are loads of Chris's in here, Christoph. Ryan, does this mean Bbts will be selling the Vipers? Yeah, I don't think they're clearly not going to be exclusives. Most of the kind of standard classified. Well, that's a good point, actually, because they're supposed to be. Actually, we heard information that the contrary, in actual fact, that these were actually going to be an Amazon exclusive. I'll shout out now. So that is a good point. Obviously, BBTS will be selling them, so maybe that isn't the case at all. Anyway, moving on. Pre-orders are going up tomorrow. That's what BBTS have stated. So we'll be getting these, I imagine, during the live stream, and then they'll be up at 1 Eastern. Christoph says the twins are my favorite. I'm glad, and also they look pretty good, don't they? They look pretty dope. Christopher Moody. Sorry, I've got someone that just wants to just literally drive past constantly on their motorbike, making a racket and a half. It's not that big of a deal to show these images. We've basically already seen them. I assume these will be bigger reveals tomorrow. Yeah, totally, Christopher. I'm no doubt. I think the information here, though, is that pre-orders are dropping tomorrow, and also these are new images. So again, there's a lot to gain, a lot to gauge from this. Renegade says, how is the weather there? It is very cold here, and it was freezing rain and sleet this morning here in Northwest Arkansas. Round 2 of this cold snap. It's been all right this morning. I went out this morning and it was actually very mild. It was like almost like it felt like, I don't know why I'm talking about the weather, but it wasn't cold. Let's move on. But yeah, not too bad today, mate. One Zook Nation is hoping for the Crimson Guards tomorrow. Well, they were leaked, weren't they, in the list along with Dusty and Zorana, and I think a lot of people are expecting those reveals tomorrow. So, because they seem to be like the next on the list of things to come out that we know about. So fingers crossed. I think it would be pretty cool. Also, to be getting the Crimson Twins and then a reveal of the Crimson Guard would be a nice little bit of, just nice little bit of kind of, serendipitous. No, well, they probably would have made it on purpose. So, but anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Exocet Panda says, these are all looking great. Do we know if Tomax and Zaymot are in a double pack or individual? They are separate figures. Tomax will be in a carded box, separate to Zaymot will be in another carded box. So it's the 3 standard releases are Stalker, Tomax, and Zaymot, and then you get the 3-pack of Vipers as one set. So yeah, that's what the twins will not be coming in a 2-pack Extra set. I imagine we'll see them again in some sort of deluxe form as a 2-pack with lots of other things. I just have a feeling that'll happen. Zartan, not to be confused with Zartan, says, cross my finger for Mindbender and Scrap Iron reveal along with Falcon. Well, pretty sure we've heard of Falcon. I want to say Falcon's been leaked. It has, hasn't it? Falcon's been leaked. Falcon was leaked, well, not the image or anything like that, but information of Falcon as a classified figure is definitely around the corner. But I think it was for way later in the year, if my memory serves. So I doubt we'll see. We might do. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just going to, personally, I don't think we'll see Falcon in that sense. What else we got going on? Exocet says, will it be digital renders for Zorana, Dusty, and Crimson Guard? If those are revealed tomorrow, which could be the case, there's a very strong suspicion that could be the case. I imagine there'll be digital renders, much like, because we were told, weren't we, on the last one to expect that kind of reveal process in the way that they're working on these now. So yeah, we'll probably get to see, I don't know, I'm expecting to see full versions of these figures of Stalker, Zaymot, Tomax, and the Vipers, based on the fact that we've got these beautiful, what look to be like almost Dio images to be shown off soon. So yeah, I expect to see those full figures shown off tomorrow, and of course reveals for those particular Zorana, Dusty, and Crimson Guard in a more digital format. We don't know if that's exactly going to happen, but it's. If I was a betting man, which I ain't, I would go with that. Yes, Paul. Yes. Thanks for your comment. I agree with you here. Exciting to see, but I don't think this BBTS era steals any thunder from tomorrow, as surely there will be lots of new reveals to drool over. That's what I'm saying too, but it's still really cool, isn't it? It's nice to get like, well, one, I'm not always like totally psyched with the leaks. I like that information to stay a surprise for the majority, right up until the moment it's revealed. Like that to me that's what I would prefer. Honestly, I would prefer that. And you might say, yeah, but Chris, you wouldn't have anything to report on in the News Burst Live. Yes, but at the same time, I think like the kind of, I don't know, like almost like the purist in me wants everyone to enjoy the surprise and enjoy it together. Do you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, I do get excited, and I'm excited at this because this is really cool, and we get to see the figures a bit more, and we're getting information that we're going to get pre-orders tomorrow. It's almost like confirming information we already expected, isn't it? But I agree with you, Paul. I think there's going to be a lot more to see tomorrow. Christoph says, sounds like I have gas. No, it was an annoying person on a motorcycle, I think. It sounded like a motorcycle. It could have just been a crap car or a crap motorcycle, just literally going up and down, like making an absolute racket. Anyway, yeah, so maybe I do have gas. Maybe I'm just lying, and that was me just ripping one off, Kitty said. Michael V. Layton, or Michael 5 Layton. I don't know, is it a Roman numeral? Finally catching you live. Thank you, mate. And I'm glad you've caught me. Ionic Blood 666, cracking name. I will pre-order the lot. Yes, mate. I think we all bloody will. Absolutely. Paul, yes, CGs. That's like fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Retro Boy 1357 says there is some big things coming tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some vehicles. Interesting. What do you know? What do you know, sir? Don't tell us in the comments because I don't have to put it up. No, that's awesome though, man. Cool. I'd love to see something. Good morning, Sergeant Slaughter Slaughterhouse. Well, good morning from New Zealand. It is actually 5:20 p.m. here on the east coast of the United States, in Pawtucket, RI. Anyway, Daniel, very interested in Dusty's design. Love OG. Would like a little updated though. Yeah, it's a shame in it that I feel I would love to see a little bit more of the kind of Flint vibes in the way they're designing things, with a couple of things that are updated on them. But it looks like we're going way more vintage now. I'd say a shame. It's still awesome, but I was kind of enjoying that middle ground. I really was. I thought it was like a nice fresh take, and kind of made the 6-inch really stand out a little bit. But things change. Renegade Biker 24. I gave up Bbts because they kept giving me excuses on the previous pre-orders. Since I do have gas. Since I had a lot of pre-orders dating as far back as November of last year and never shipped to me. I mean, it's not just BBTS. I think a lot of people had that issue, didn't they? But again, it's totally your prerogative if you want to back out of those. I certainly have done with many companies this year, gone elsewhere or just put it on hold and picked it up from retail instead. So yeah, I understand that. I mean, a lot of issues this year and last year. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, guys. Had some pretty difficult years last couple of years. Yeah, I mean, it's not a rip-off technically. I mean, I would have. It's really their way of maximizing molds, isn't it? I mean, it's something every company kind of has to do, really. I expect a 2-pack though at some point, but they might not do at the same token. So it will just be you'll get 2 figures. Right, RKW 1138. Now, the pet item that was listed was Ariel, wasn't it? The Ariel thing that was leaked not too long ago. Trying to get my information straight here. That would be pretty cool to see. That would be pretty cool to see some sort of reveal of that item. Although, I want to say that that was a little bit further into the year as well. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna be calling it a bit soon, guys, but I will try and get through some of these comments. Hopefully, pre-ordering twins will be easy enough because if you only find one or other at retail, why bother picking it up at all? I don't think they'll be difficult to get, mate. Have the standard figures haven't been the blooming exclusives haven't been that difficult. So I think they won't be difficult in general. They really won't. Zartan's asked, what's my personal expectation for tomorrow? My personal expectation, it sounds more like, do we think what I would really like to see? Because what I would really like to see would be a ton of reveals on Classified, a ton of reveals on Retro, O-Ring, you know what I mean? And yeah, like a few of the kind of gaps that we need to fill in would be nice, Yeah, I'd love to, I don't know, there's so many characters. There's so many things we kind of know about but can't say as well. So, but I think from a personal expectation, what we have roughly kind of ironed out here with Stalker, the Vipers, the Crimson Twins, obviously that's nice to get those pre-orders in. I'm guessing the Officer Trooper 2-pack for O-Ring, and then maybe the Duke and Commander was shown as well, weren't they, last time? I don't know if they'll go up. We'll have to see. I'd love to see, obviously, Dusty, Crimson Guard, and Zorana. I'd be satisfied with all that, honestly. More than satisfied. I'm sure there's going to be more too, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But yeah, that's my personal... my expectation is that, and my personal choice is everything. Daz is going to pick up Stalker to customize into Jammer. Yeah, I'll be getting a couple of Stalkers. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? David, how you doing, buddy? David T. Allen. What 3 3/4 is coming? Like I said, Officer Trooper 2-pack. If I'm a betting man, probably a pre-order for those. Maybe Duke and Cobra Commander, but that felt like an addition to the reveals. But you never know. We could be seeing pre-orders for those as well, or we could be seeing figures in hand, which would be great. Hi, Craig? Do I think that Amazon Roadblock will be back up? Craig Walker. I don't know. I'd like to see another one go up because they were out for a decent amount of time, but then once they were done, wasn't it? It felt like. I'd love to see another run of those. Yeah, definitely. Michael, I ordered my Word Burglar new album. Any insider info? And it's a V, not Roman numeral. I'm only joking. Don't name your kid a junior. That makes you a senior. I got you, mate. No problem. I was only messing about anyway. Any insider info on Word Burglar's new album? I can't give you any insider info on Word Burglar's new album, but I can tell you that not that you know all of it. Basically, you know all of the insight. You know all of the info for that album, you can check out our interview on the Redacted I did with him about it, the MacGuffin device LP, which has successfully funded and is still going. It's like 100 and something percent now, 103, I think last time I looked at it, might be more. But he sent me, he has sent me some demo tracks of the, I can't say much, but the Skeletron vinyl, and it's amazing. The track we're working on together, basically. Oh, you guys are gonna love that. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's that. Oh, sorry, it's Australia. Sorry, Sergeant Slaughterhouse. Same difference, right? I'm kidding. Yeah, I misviewed the flag. I'm only seeing on a tiny emoji, and I took a gamble. So yeah, shout out to Sergeant Slaughterhouse. Down under is what I should have said. Just down under. I'd have got away with that, wouldn't I? What have we got going on here? Oh, okay. This is good vision. 84 Rain. Viper Officer pistol is different than the Cobra Island one sidearm. And as I bring your comment up, it covers it. So I'm going to take your comment down, but thank you for the shout there, bud. And yeah, it does look different, doesn't it? That'd be cool. So they're going to come with some cool stuff, I think. I'm interested to see what else they come with. Very interested. What else have we got? Christopher Moody says, O-ring vehicles, maybe no classified vehicles, except maybe another motorcycle, cycle, or a quad bike like that Tiger Paw repaint of the Ferret. Would be dope, wouldn't it? What else have we got going on? I'm going to have to call it a day soon, but mainly because my battery's about to go. I had to just jump on this one, I tell you. Oh, the fan item, says Windblade. What could the fan item be? Who bloody knows? We might find out tomorrow. Fingers crossed for, I don't know, anything. Anything's a fan item, in it. Surely it's the dumbest description of everything. Oh, David, good shout. What about the Transformers crossover? So that hint, there's a big, I mean, considering that, okay, so there was obviously a lot of rumors around that AFTRA Trooper, Project Trooper 1 listing that popped up on GameStop the other day, which is a Transformers collaborative, but they just don't know who with. The fact that it appeared and, you know, as a pre-order around this kind of time, I'm just saying, could we see a Transformers crossover collaboration with G.I. Joe tomorrow being revealed? That would be amazing. Fingers crossed. Yeah, and good shout, David. Thanks for reminding me. RKW1138, maybe a higher reveal tomorrow. They might do. They have shouted out other companies doing their merch and products, haven't they? Jadis springs to mind. We will see. Matthew says, I can't forget to get that Word Burglar album. Can't wait for Skeletron. Mate, get that Word Burglar album. The MacGuffin Device LP is superb. It's got two Joe tracks and then loads of Joe references in the other tracks anyway. If you haven't got Rhyme Your Business as well, Rhyme Your Business is effectively that rejigged and a couple of tracks missing because you can only fit so much on a record. But, you know, if you haven't got Rhyme Your Business, it's well worth getting. And also, for any vinyl collectors, it's such a great collector's item. And the artwork from Brian Sauer is gorgeous too. Check it out. What else have we got going here? What have we got going on? Thomas Wheeler, cool enough. I'll wait until I see them in person. Using that until optimistically, I admit. I hope there'll be more news than this tomorrow. There will be. So this is just pre-orders. They're not going to show but BBTS don't have the reveals to show. So do not worry, my good man. Looking forward to tomorrow, says Chris Clements. Hi, Chris. Absolutely. And yes, Exocet, we will be doing our usual follow-up after the stream tomorrow, and you can look forward to it. It will be myself, Paddy, and Pat at the moment. So me and the two Paddies. Amazing. Right, that is all I've got for you today, guys. I'm going to give you half an hour. I'm going to stop the screen share as well so that we can just look at my beautiful face. What? Thank you for jumping on. Loads of you on today, jumping on these Newsburst lives. I'm kind of digging this vibe. This is probably how it's going to look going forward. And yeah, in terms of obviously the edited stuff, you're getting a weekly on Saturday. You're going to get the live stream tomorrow, shortly after they've finished what they're doing on the G.I. Joe thing. And I can't wait. Really excited. Oh, Grey Childs. Hi. Hello, fellow Full Forces. How you doing, buddy? Good shout out to Grey. Absolute gentleman. One more from Renegade. Chris, I'm curious if there will be a time that we can do a video with you on a full force video. Maybe. Message me and we'll sort something out. Bit busy at the moment. My goodness. G.I. Joe is keeping me very busy. And Boss Fight. Shout out to Boss Fight and Boss Fest at the moment. Right then, guys, that's it. I will be back tomorrow, maybe even sooner. Depends what happens in it news-wise. But I'll be back tomorrow following the G.I. Joe live event with Pat and Paddy. You can join me then. What do we, I've been Christopher McLeod, AKA Diagnostic. This has been The Full Force, brought to you by Generals Joe's Reborn.com. Thank you to my co-host, me. Thank you for joining. And as always, after 3, you know what to do. 1, 2, 3. Full force. Yeah? Yeah. That's it for this installment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, Full Force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter at The Full Force, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/The Full Force, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/The Full Force Podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.